Welcome back to our study of instruments from around the world. Today we're looking at the koto. The koto is a Japanese instrument and has long roots in that country. Strings on the instrument can be made of a bunch of different materials, but silk is considered the most pure sound, and the expensive kotos and traditional ones use silk strings. Usually the tree used to make the body of a koto is called a kiri tree. They have pretty pink blossoms. 13 strings on a traditional koto. I don't know where they came up with that number, but it's probably some holy thing. The unique thing about the koto, you can see it on the photo there, or the picture drawing. There's a bridge on each string, and they're movable. You can move them to one end or the other to change the pitch of each individual string. So it's very delicate and takes a lot of training, but they have movable bridges. So that's how they can play things in different keys. It's a direct descendant of a much older instrument from China called the zheng. Now, the zheng looks sort of like the koto, but it's different. It's just made differently. The koto, I think, is a little more elegant. It's said to be shaped like a dragon. That's the inspiration. Dragons feature very prominently in Japanese culture and tradition. The koto player uses what are called plectrums on their fingers to make the sound. They don't pluck them with their fingers. It's kind of like a guitar pick that you strap to your fingers. So maybe originally they might have used their fingernails or something, but no, now they just use plectrums. Up until the 17th century, the only place the koto was allowed to be played was in the imperial court for the emperor. It was not a commonly used instrument out in the countryside. They had other things for that. But it was pretty much reserved for royalty. That has since changed. The most influential person in the development of the modern koto was a man named Yatsuhashi Kengyo. I probably pronounced that terribly, and those of you in Japanese class will mock me relentlessly, but that's all I know. Yatsuhashi was his first name. Kengyo maybe is his last name. I'm not sure. But he helped to get them more popularized and make recordings and get them mass-produced, things like that. So here is a recording of our lovely koto. Playing a tune called Sakura Sakura, which means cherry blossoms. So some very interesting sounds she's able to produce there. You can see when she was bending the other ends of the strings to get that, I don't know if it's vibrato or just bending the pitch. And then the closer she played to the bridge, she got more of a brittle sound. Same thing with string instruments. So, all right, that was the Koto. Hope you enjoyed it.